Hi there, my name is Lisa Jane. I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor at Wildcat Fitness. I'm back here on Body Talk Daily today to take you through my ultimate bum and thigh workout. So we are going to start with our warm-up, just preparing the body for the work ahead, raising the heart rate, getting the blood flowing, letting the joints know that some movement is about to happen. So set up your position nice and strong, draw your abdominals in towards your spine, belly button nice and tight, chest lifted, shoulders back and down, soften the knees, and we're going to begin with a march on the spot. So you can use your arms as and when you're ready. If you want to warm up more slowly, you can keep them by your sides. Just start the feet to begin with. But if not, if you're ready to get straight into it, then use those arms as well. So nice, strong action, knees up towards the waistline. As I said, keep those abdominals nice and tight. Keep them tight throughout the workout today. By working the bum and thighs, it is really important to keep the midsection tight as well. It will help stabilize and get some more work deep into those muscles. So let's just keep on marching, starting to slowly raise the heart rate, get blood flowing around the body, get those muscles prepared for action. So in today's workout, we're going to burn some calories, we're going to burn some body fat, and we're going to tone up the lower body. So 3 really great benefits from the workout today. So just keep those arms moving, body nice and tall, marching on the spot. Good job. You should start to feel the bum, thighs getting a little bit warmer, a little bit into the shoulders as well. Keep that posture nice and tall. Just start to feel like you are beginning to work a little bit. So a few more seconds here. Then we're going to take it into a step touch. So good job. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit wider. And step touch. Side to side. Knees are soft. Abdominals are nice and tight. Remember, chest is lifted. Abdominals are on. And then when you're ready, you can add the arms. So reaching in front, pulling back towards the hips, warming up the inner and outer thighs. Good. So reaching and pulling. Again, your heart rate should be starting to raise a little bit. Should be feeling a bit warmer, which is the exact point of the warm-up. Good job. So just keep this coming. If you feel like you need to warm up a bit more, maybe you've just come in from work, maybe you've just got up, whenever you're doing this workout, you can always keep the warm-up going for a bit longer if you feel you're not quite ready to start the workout. It's totally up to you. Listen to your body and what feels right for you. So if at the end of this, you're still not warm enough, that heart rate isn't raised, then just repeat this sequence over again with a little bit more intensity. Good job. Excellent work. So side to side, knees soft, abdominals nice and tight. Good job. From here, we're going to take this into some knee repeaters. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start to bring the knees up. So front knee is bent, other knee is coming up towards that waistline, running the arms. It's almost like a mini single leg squat here, warming up the quads, warming up the glutes, warming up that waistline and into the shoulders a little bit as well. 4 more, 3, 2, 1, change legs, back into that knee repeater. Good job. So the whole foot is on the floor, ankle and knee are stable. You are bending into that supporting leg. As I say, feeling the quad, top of the thigh there, warming up, and into those shoulders as well. Good. So knee towards that chest. Perfect. We're going to repeat this on each leg again. Then we're going to come back to the step touch, finish off our warm up. So 4 more on this leg. 3, 2, 1. Back to the original leg. Bring it in front. Good job. Knee nice and soft. Use those arms, so that running action. If it's too much, you can just stick with the legs. Try and keep that body raised, so try not to be too low down here. Keep the abdominals braced, chest lifted, as well as posture. If you keep the chest lifted, it's going to make sure that those airways are open, so getting oxygen into the body is a lot easier, and that is really important when we're working the muscles. 8 more, we're going to change legs. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. Good, last little bit for these knee repeaters, good job. Bring those knees up, use those arms, excellent work. Keep that knee soft in the supporting leg. Perfect work, the core is tight, using those shoulders and arms to drive. Doing really well, should be feeling a little bit out of breath now. As I said, if not, repeat this whole sequence again, then you'll be ready to start the workout. 8 more to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the step touch. Good, remember, reach pull is the option. Knees nice and soft. Last little bit of the warm up, keeping that heart rate nice and high before we take it into some active stretches, just to really prepare the body for the workout ahead. So, nearly there, team, keep this going. We've got 8 more, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, good. Little shake, little release into our active stretch. So rather than static stretches, we're gonna actually move the body to keep the blood flowing and prepare those major joints for movement. So we're gonna start with a calf raise. So that back heel is going to lift, lift, and lower, good. Front foot stays grounded, reach up, reach down. So heel up, heel down, stretch and release and prepare that calf, good job. Lift, lower, lift up, lower down, 4 more. Squeeze, release, nearly there, body tool, last 2, lift it, lower it, 1 more time, change legs. Exactly the same, front foot on the floor, but raise, lift that heel, calf raise, release. So squeeze and down. Feel like you're warming up into the backs of those legs, lift it, lower it, good. You don't have to use the arms, can help a little bit with the momentum, but if you can and you want to, then definitely keep them in, good. Lift, lower, 4 more, squeeze, release, good job. 3, nearly there, 2, final time, perfect. Back into the center, feet nice and wide, hands out level with your shoulders. You're going to tip from the hips, reach to the inside of the ankles. So keep the legs straight, back to the center, other side, center. So you're warming up the hamstrings, little bit into the base of the glutes, into the shoulders, into the waistline. So side to side, tipping from the hips, touching just the base of that calf, inside the ankle, side to side. Try not to bend your knees, try not to bend your legs. Feel the release into the hamstrings, good. 4 more to go. 4, good job. 3, nearly there. Last 2, final time. Perfect, last one. Big arm circles just to warm up that upper body. Nice, big extensions, taking it all the way back. Shoulders up, back, down, release the shoulders, release the upper back, release the neck, get that blood flowing back into the arms and the upper body. Keep this going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, release. That's your warm up and your active stretch done. So we're going to get into our bum and thigh workout. We're going to start with a squat combination. So we're going to have 10 repetitions of the combo, then we're going to hold a pose. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Normal squat stance, feet outside your hips, knees are nice and soft. You're going to go for 1 regular squat, wait until the heels come up. Then you're going to lift your heels and have 1 heel raise squat. You might find you can't come as deep. Obviously your balance is going to be tested. A little bit more into the front of the legs for that one. So 10 repetitions, 20 movements in total. Then from there, we're going to come down into what we call the chair pose. Sink down like you're sitting in a chair. Hands come up, arms level with those ears. Push your bum back. We're going to hold that for 20 counts. So when you're ready, set it up. 1 squat, 1 heel raise, times 10, then the chair pose. Here we go. So squat and lift those heels, good. Squat and lift. As I said, you might not be able to get as deep with the heel lift squats. You might have to slow them down a little bit, so you watch your balance. Just make sure the knees are still tracking over the toes. That's 4, good. Squeeze, perfect, lift. Keep your chest lifted for me. Keep those abdominals tight. Good job. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. 3 to go. Drop, lift the heels. Good. 2 more. Heels up, knees over toes. Final time. Down, lift the heels and into that chair pose. Into the heels, hands up and hold. So count down, you're doing really well. 16 seconds to go. Weight in the heels, chest lifted. Squeeze the bums, squeeze the thighs. 10 to go. Keep that head up, chin up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, good job. Set number 1, 2 to go. So just release any lactic acid, any tension, any tightness. Take a nice deep breath. Here we go, set number 2. Feet stay outside those hips, 1 squat, 1 heel lift, then into the chair pose. Here we go. Straight down, lift the heels, straight down again, good. Just make sure the movement, the action is the same. You've just got one where you're pushing back into the heels, one where you're lifting and making sure you're not doing that, coming too far forward, good. Squeeze and release, perfect. Down, lift the heels, good job, well done. Squeeze, lift the heels, perfect, good. Nearly there, guys. 4 more sets to go. Push back, lift the heels, good. Inside the last 3, drop, good work. Drive, 2 more. Push the bum back, lift the heels, nearly there. You can do this, guys. 1 more time for me. Squeeze back, lift up. Here we go, chair pose. Into the heels, lift those arms. Your heart rate should be high. You should be out of breath. Your muscles should really start to feel this now. But if you want to lift your bum, if you want to shape the thighs, this is what we need to do. Sit back in that chair, bum back. 8 to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, whew, release. 1 more set, team. I know the thighs are starting to burn, but that's because they're trying to change. We're creating micro tears in the muscle so that we can rebuild them stronger, so that you will have longer, leaner, stronger muscles. So it's worth it. 1 more big deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go, last set. Squat it down, lift the heels, good. Into the bum, into the thighs, good job. Drop back, lift up, squeeze, excellent. If you're struggling for balance, you don't need to lift the heels so high. You need to make sure your weight is back. If you come too far forward, that's when you'll start to have balance issues, good. Lift, drop, 4 to go, nearly there. This is your last set, remember? So everything you've got, good work. Almost done, good. Squeeze, lift up. Final time for me. Down, lift the heels. Excellent work. Here we go, last chair pose. Into the heels. Set it down, hands up, arms level with the ears. Weight back into that bum. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the thighs. Keep the core tight. Halfway, 10 to go. Team, you can do this. I know it's getting tough, but you've got to hold on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Well done. Good, squat section done. We're going to move on to some lunges. This time with our lunges, we're going to add a twist. So working a little bit more into the hips, a little bit more into the waistline. So this is how it's going to work. Feet stay nice and wide. Way to take your hands up level with your chest. You can clasp them here, hold them however you want to, but you need to keep them nice and high. So you're going to step forward, drop down into the lunge, turn 90 degrees to the side, back in and release. Repeat on the other side. Step, drop, come round, back to the center and release. So when you're ready, we're going to go for 12. So step, drop, Open up, keep the head and body tall, feel the work into those hips, into those thighs, and into that waistline. Good. Step forward, drop, open, back, and in. Excellent work. You're doing really, really well. Now make sure your chest isn't coming too far forward. Make sure your core is engaged. And make sure that front knee stays over the toe. I don't want it to drift too far forward. You need to keep that work into the front glute whilst isolating the hips. Good job, lovely. Doing really well. We've got 4 more to go. Open, release, excellent work. So by adding the twist, you open a little bit more into those hips and thighs. Good, last 2. Step, drop, good. Final time, down, drop it, open it, middle, release. Tiny little shake, and we're gonna go for set number 2. As you start to practice this workout, as you start to get more confident with technique, you could hold a weight here if you wanted to for the twist. So when you're ready to add some extra resistance, you can just hold it to add some extra work into this area here. But for now, body weight is perfect. So let's go for the second set. Hands up level with the chest, abdominals tight. Let's go. Step, drop, open up. Make sure with the twist, you are turning away from the leg that's dropped behind. That way you're really getting the opening into that hip flexor and waist. Good. You'll also find it slightly easier to balance that way. Good job. So big step forward, big drop, big release, back to the center, push. Good. Down, drop. Looking really, really good, guys. Halfway, 6 to go. Forward, down, open, lovely, nearly there. Take it forward, drop the knee, open. This is the last 4. Now more than ever, core is tight, chest is lifted, really control through those glutes, through those hamstrings. Good. Final 2, nearly there. Step it, drop it, open up, release. Final time, forward, down, open, in, release. Well done. 1 more set to go. Excellent work. I know you're getting tired. I know the thighs are starting to burn a little bit, but you've got to watch the technique. Chest is lifted, abs are tight. As you step forward, knee stays over toe, work into the front glute. Here we go, 1 deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's reset. Hands up, weight up if you've progressed this. And here we go, last set. Step, down, open, in, release. Good job. Team, I need you to stay strong for this. When you get tired, it's tempting to let the technique slip. You've got to stay tight if you want to get the results you deserve. So step it out, drop it down, open, release. You're doing so well. Mind over matter, it's hurting, I know, but you can do it. You just need to hold on. Think about what you want to achieve, focus on that, and just keep driving through. Down, open, in, perfect work, good. Halfway, we've got 6 to go. Just hold on, get them done. Step, drop, open, nearly there, good. You can do this, team, you've got to hold on. Get the back knee down, keep the work into the bum and the thighs, nearly there. Excellent job, good. Keep strong, we can do this. We've got 2 more to go. Finish it off. Big finale, step forward, drop, open, in. Final time, down, drop, twist, and release. Well done. Shake it off, excellent job. So those are some big muscles work there. We're going to bring it down a little bit now, still staying with the bum and the thighs, but isolating a little bit more. We've got a move that we call the Sumo Squat. You'll probably see why when we do it. You're going to take your feet, normal kind of squat position, so just outside the hips, but this time want you to turn your toes out. So we're gonna squat and bring the knees out to the side. This is why it's called a sumo squat. So just concentrate on getting the knees out. Try not to let them roll in and come forward. It's not a top of the thigh, it's an inner thigh, base of the bum exercise. What we're gonna do is take it down, pulse it nice and low to really get that burn nice and deep. So again, you can have the hands here, 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 but just make sure they're out of the way. So when you're ready, heels down, really ground, knees out to the side, down and hold. Let's go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good job. Keep the core tight, knees out to the side. Pulse into the base of the bum, into the backs of those thighs. Little pulse at the bottom. Pulse, pulse, pulse. You can do this. Keep going. Knees out. Hold on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Good. Little shake off. Now remember, you've got to keep the weight into those heels. You've got to keep the knees out to the side. The more you start to roll in, it'll start to be too much here. It's here and here that we want to isolate with this exercise. Let's go again. Stay low. I know that bit is tough, but we can do it. Knees out, toes out. Here we go. Drop and drive. Down. Hold it. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep that pulse going. Good. Heels down, bum down. Drop and drive, you can do it, good. Low as you can, stay low, good. Squeeze, knees out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Shake off, one more set. You should really start to feel it burning into here now. So if not, you can get lower. Another option with this one, as with some of the other exercises, if you want to work a bit harder as you get more confident with the technique, you can hold a weight and you can bring it down between the thighs as you squat. So that's the progression for later on. But for now, let's just master the basics. Last set. Big deep breath, big exhale, and here we go. Drop and drive, knees out. You can do this, just stay strong. Isolate, inner thighs, base of the bum, hard areas to target, but we're doing it now. We're getting low and we're squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze. You can do this. Hold on, don't stop now. Drive, drive. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Hold on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Whew. Release up. Shake off. Well done, guys. Big muscles work there. Awesome job. So that's the standing strength work done for the legs. What we're going to do now is just a little cardio blast just to get into the fat burning, calorie burning zone, just really get the heart rate up before we bring it down to the mat for some isolation work. So the exercise that we're going to do, 3 rounds of 10 of burpees. You may be familiar with these, but just in case not, this is what's going to happen. Bend your knees, hands to the floor, jump out, jump in, jump up. That's 1 repetition. If this looks like too much, your low impact option, bend the knees, hands to the floor, step out, step in, and calf raise up. That's your option. If you need to start with this and progress, that's fine. Work at your own level. But when you're ready, we're going to start with 3 sets of 10 burpees. So here we go. When you're ready, come down, out, in, up. That's 1. So this kind of pace is perfect. Out, in, up. Hands to the floor, jump out, jump in. You want to keep the heart rate high, keep the work rate consistent. That's 6, 4 to go. Out, in, up. Last 3, out, in. Woo, 2 more. Out, in, lift it up. Final time. Woo, little shake, little rest. So this is the cardio element, so you should be feeling quite a lot warmer now. Roll it out, shake it out. Take a few deep breaths. We've got 2 more rounds to go. Remember your choice. Down, walking, in, calf raise. If you've tried that first round, struggling to get your heart rate to recover, you can bring it down, then bring it back up for the last round. It's up to you. But if you're ready, deep breath, feet under hips. Here we go, round 2. Just get it done. Down, out, in, up. Good job. Really good, guys. Just get these done. Nice, quick pace. Perfect. Down, out, in. Excellent job. 1 more for halfway. Good. We're on rep number 6. 3 more to go. 7. Excellent job. Good. Out, in. Last 2. Final time. Woo. Well done. Shake. release, take some deep breaths. We've got one more round to go. So the way that we've structured this workout, we've warmed up, we've got deep into the muscles. Now we're really raising the heart rate to add to the fat burning element, which is really important when you're trying to target a big area like the bum and the thighs, because you need to lose some of the body fat to see some of the muscle tone. So there's a method in the madness. One more set to go. You should be feeling as I'm looking right now. So here we go. Last one, 10 to go. Deep breath. Get them done. This is it. Down, out, in, up. Perfect. Really good job, guys. This kind of pace, if you can, just keep it up. Work it through. Good job. Halfway. Lovely. 5 to go. Out, in. Perfect. Keep it coming. 3 more. You can do this, guys. 2 more. Final time. Woo! Well done. Cardio element done. Take a well-earned drink and quick break. Okay, so guys, we've done our standing strength work. We've done our little cardio blast. So we've worked major muscles and core muscles of the standing. We've really got that heart rate up to get into the fat burning zone. Now we're bringing it down onto the mat to do some isolation work into those bum and thigh muscles. So we're going to start with a quad raise. This is what's going to happen. You're going to sit yourself down onto your mat. You're going to have your legs nice and long and your spine nice and long. So you want to look like a capital letter L as you're sitting down, straight and straight. One leg at a time, what's going to happen is the other one will stay entirely in contact with the mat. You're going to flex your foot, toes to the ceiling, and you're going to lift and lower. Now it looks quite a small movement, but you're completely isolating through the front of the thigh. What I don't want to see is leaning too much into that other leg, slouching too much, leaning back too much. You want to stay tall so that you are isolating and focusing on the very top of the thigh and down through towards the knee. So when you're ready, 10 repetitions. Squeeze up, squeeze down. So it's a very small movement. It's not about how high you can get the leg. Even an inch is fine as long as you can feel it through the top of that thigh. Good job. Squeeze up, squeeze down. Keep that body tall. Try not to slouch. Good. 5 to go. Squeeze, release. Top of the thigh, down. Last 3. Squeeze it up, release. You should be feeling this one starting to burn. Final time for me. Squeeze, change legs. Here we go. Toes up, squeeze, release. So remember that other leg is in contact with the mat, but not slouching into that other glute. You keep nice and tall, isolating through the thigh. Squeeze, release it down. Good job. Spine nice and straight, abdominals nice and tight. 5 to go. Squeeze, release. Excellent job. If you want, you can pop your hands here. Just make sure you don't slouch into them. 2 more on this leg. Squeeze and isolate. Final time for me. All the way up, all the way down. Little release. Do what you need to do, shake it out, stretch, release. Take some deep breath, take a quick sip of water if you want to, but just release through those quads, through the tops of those thighs. We're gonna go for another set. So when you're ready, exactly the same setup. Backs of the legs in contact with the mat, spine nice and tall, abdominals switched on, and here we go. Toes to ceiling, squeeze up, squeeze down. Remember that you have the option to pop your hands here. I just don't want to see any slouching. Or you can pop them here. This is probably slightly easier because it does encourage you to keep the back nice and straight. Good. Halfway, 5 to go. You really should be feeling this burning into the top of the thighs now. Good, 4 more. Squeeze it up, squeeze it down. Nearly there. Last 2, keep tall. Final time for me. And change legs. Toes to the ceiling, nice and straight. Squeeze it up, squeeze it down. Good job. All the way up, all the way down. Lovely, nearly there. Feel it into the top of that thigh. You can do this, team. You look really good. 5 to go. Squeeze, good job. 4 more, nearly there. Take it up, release. Last 3. I know it's hurting. Hold on, stay strong. 2 more, squeeze. Final time, toes to the ceiling. And release. Good job. Tops of the thighs done. Now let's come a little bit into the outside of those thighs. So this move is called the lying clam. You'll probably see why as we do it. So your options when you're on your side, you can either lie completely down, have yourself half propped up, or fully propped up, wherever is most comfortable for you. You're going to bring your knees up so they're level with your hips. So not here, not here, should be in a nice straight line. What I want you to do is keep your feet together. Imagine your heels are glued together so they can't separate. And you want to concentrate on lifting the top knee without rolling forward or back into your hips. So keep the hips stable, keep the core tight. Just going to lift that knee and keep the heels together. So you should feel this isolating through the tops of the thighs, base of the bum. So from about the hips to about here. Again, it's a small movement. This is not about how high you can get the leg. It's about how much you can control into the bum and thighs. Good. So it's a squeeze. When you feel it engage at the top, then you release. Make sure your heels stay together, so don't let them start to drift or move. That's where the clam element comes from. So you're just opening up, releasing down. Good. 3 more to go on this side. Squeeze and release. Excellent job. You should really be feeling it into the bottom of that bum now. Good. 1 more time. Lift the top knee and gently release. Good. Change sides. So exactly the same on the other leg. Remember, you've got the options with that arm positioning. Knees are up with the hips. Your hips are stacked there, no rolling forward or back. Heels are glued, and let's go. Knee comes up, knee comes down. Good. If you want to put this front hand here to balance, you can. It'll save you from slouching too much, but just make sure you're not leaning into it. Just want to concentrate on this area here. Quite a hard area to target, so it's really useful exercise, this one. Heels stay together, remember. Good. Not about height, you'll lose the contraction if you come too high. Just want you to think about squeezing the outside of that thigh. So just squeeze. Feel it into your bum, feel it into your legs. That's what this workout's about today. Bum and thighs, so let's keep the work there. Squeeze up, keep your core nice and tight to help support the hips. 4 to go. Squeeze to the top, little isolation, good. 3 more for me. Squeeze it. You're doing really well. I just need 2 more. Squeeze to the top. Slowly release. Final time. Big squeeze all the way up and release. Perfect work. Here we go. Second set. Exactly the same setup. Onto that elbow. Make sure you're not coming up too far into the shoulder. Get rid of the tension. If you find that's the case, you might want to drop yourself down just to relax that upper body, but that's up to you. Knees level with the hips. Glue those heels together. No slouching, no rolling. If you need to support, you can. Here we go. Last set of these. Squeeze up, squeeze down. Now this one should start to kick in quite quickly because we've already fatigued these muscles. Again, they're ones that are not used to working too much, so you do really need to feel that squeeze nice and deep to make sure we're isolating. Don't let other muscles take over. Don't start to roll forward and back. Let your hips take control. You're in control, working the bum and the thighs. Squeeze and release. Keep those heels together. So like the clam, opening and closing. Excellent work. You can do this. Inside the last 4. Good. We've got 3 more to go. Squeeze the outside of those legs. Good job. I need 2 more from you when this leg is done. You can do this. Stay strong. Final time for me. Squeeze up and release down. Let's change it over for the last set. So remember, onto one arm, knees level with hips, heels together, hand if you want to support, hips still, core braced. Here we go. Let's finish it off. Lift through those knees. Good job. Perfect. Squeeze up, squeeze down. Not too far, but make sure you come far enough that you can feel it. You've worked so hard, now is not the time to be cheating. So squeeze, finish off the work into the bum and thighs. We've targeted so many of the muscles in the lower body today. Top of the bum, base of the bum, inner and outer thighs, quads, hamstrings, all the major muscles in the legs. And if you've been keeping that abdominal area braced, keeping the core nice and tight, then you will have had an abdominal workout as well. So everything in that lower body Really is the ultimate bum and thigh workout. Let's have 3 more. Squeeze it up for me. Thighs and bum nearly there. 2 to go. Let's squeeze. Release back down. Right, final time, final time. Take it up, squeeze, and release. Well done. Shake it off. Good work, guys. So one last thing to do. We're going to work our abdominal and our lower back area. A little bit more work for the glutes as well in this one. It's an exercise called the Superman. You'll probably see why when we do it. So staying on the mat, we're going to position ourselves onto all 4s. So your hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. Your knees are going to be underneath your hips. Now what's going to happen is one side at a time, we're going to reach out, opposite arm, opposite leg. I want you to keep that body as straight as you can and then slowly release down. So it's not a quick exercise, this one. You want to reach through your fingertips, reach through your toes so your body's in a straight line without favouring that other leg. So you want to keep as straight as you can and then release. The control comes from the core, comes from the lower back and comes a little bit from the top of that bum as well. So just keep it going. Nice straight line, flat back, squeeze the bum, squeeze the abs, and then slowly release. This is the kind of pace you want to be taking it at. As I said, try not to favour that leg that's on the mat. Don't lean into the hips. I just want you to squeeze everything out without leaning. Just keep it straight, 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 and release. So imagine you're balancing something on your back, something that you don't want to break or spill, so you're trying to keep it as flat as possible. That's where the work comes. So squeeze, core, bum, back, and slowly release it back in. You're doing really well. Just keep it going. So point, think of a straight line, fingers to toes, and then release. Let's have 4 more. We're nearly there. Squeeze it out, straight line. Core braced. Release back in, doing so well. 3 to go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Gently release back in. Final time for me. Reach, reach, reach. And release it there, good. Sit back on your heels if you want a little stretch, or you can come into the cat camel, just release that lower back. We've got 1 more set to go. So roll out the shoulders if you felt any tension there. Shake out the bum if you felt any tension there. This is the last time, last piece of work we're doing today. So focus on squeezing this powerhouse, the core. Let's go. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Brace everything now, and let's do this. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Test your balance, test your stability. The more you do exercises like this, the more it will improve your core balance. So if you are wobbling to start with, please don't worry, that's completely normal. You do need to work on your agility, on your coordination, on your core stability. And if you're not used to it, then that's definitely something that you can personally work on to improve. But don't expect to be an expert overnight. These things take time, and you're taking steps in the right direction. So you're doing a brilliant job. Just keep it going. Point through the fingers, point through the toes, flat back, squeeze that core, release. You should really start to be feeling this now into the abdominal area, especially if you've been keeping it braced all the way through, like I've been reminding you. Release there, you're doing really well. Let's have 4 more and we're finished. Point, straight, squeeze, release down. 3 more, we can do this. Point, straight, keep that back flat. Release back down. We've got 2 more to go. You can do this, team. Reach it, squeeze it, release. This is the final time. Big, big reach, big squeeze. Fingers to toes, and slowly release it there. Sit yourself back onto your heels. Keep your hands in front. Drop your chin into what we call child's pose. Release that upper back, release that spine. Keep breathing through. Nice deep breaths, relax. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, walk your hands in towards your knees, and let's gently roll ourselves up onto our feet. So up onto the tips of your toes, press through your heels, slowly roll yourself up, back, legs. If you get yourself up to standing, just behind or beside your mat, press one heel down, straighten the back leg, lean away so the front knee is slightly bent, back leg is straight, you're stretching the calf, a little bit into the Achilles there, so lean away but keep that heel down, keep your toes facing forward, so you're kind of on a train track there, nice parallel lines, release that calf, 3, 2, 1, change sides, step the other foot back, heel down, lean away, straighten that back leg, chances are it's probably quite tight. Certainly the sumo squats that we did, they will have started to tighten up through this area, a little bit the lunges as well. So important that we just release out nice and straight. So I'm just taking you through a very quick stretch, just to very basically release out any of the tension we've worked today. If you've got time, do stretch for a little bit longer, really important to lengthen out those muscles and help you recover ahead of your next workout. Step the back foot in, come up onto the heel of the front leg, tip from your hips, keep this leg straight, keep your head above your heart to keep your blood flowing, oxygen pumping, but feel the release into your hamstring. So hips go back, back of the thigh stretch there, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5 more seconds, 3, 2, 1, change sides. So the other foot comes forward, up onto the heel, lift the toes, tip from the hips, bum goes back, head above heart. Feel the release into the backs of the thighs there. The more you push back, the more you should feel it. So again, it's up to you how much you want to release. Really, really good job today, guys. Really, really blasted the bum and the thighs. As I said in that floor section, we've worked all the major muscles in the top of the legs, this whole area here. Gently release. Now last stretch, just for the bum, side of the bum. You might want to hold the wall or hold a chair, it's up to you, but we're gonna take your foot onto the thigh, you're gonna sink down. If you want to add a little bit of extra resistance, you can do, but just make sure you feel it outside of the bum, really deep into the bottom of that thigh, so that it's not a balance test, so feel free to hold something, hold the wall, hold a chair, hold a table, before you lose it. Other side, foot up onto that thigh, bend the leg, gently come down. If you want some extra pressure, you can add that, it's up to you. Just feel that release. Try not to lose your balance. Something I need to work on. Gently release, side of the bum, back of the thighs there. 3, 2. Gently release, shake those legs, roll out those shoulders, and well done guys for an amazing bum and thigh workout today. If you've tried this workout, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Otherwise, be proud of your amazing hard work today. Well done.